Good afternoon. England are celebrating having reached the semi-finals of the World Cup. Last night they defeated Norway 2-1 in the searing heat of Florida. But manager Thomas Tuchel had some choice words afterwards. "We got lucky," he said, indicating he wasn't impressed with their performance. A verdict that did not go down well with this man, Jude Bellingham, who scored both goals. England play Argentina on Wednesday. Our sports editor Dan Rowe reports from Miami.
No wonder England's fans were in the mood to celebrate. Once again at this tournament, their team had put them through an emotional roller coaster. But inspired by 2 goals from Jude Bellingham, they were through to the last 4. Their World Cup journey continues.
When Jude Bellingham produces a performance like that, he can get any team over the line. So, I believe in him.
He is a charismatic guy. He pulls out of the bag all the time. I mean, Jude Bellingham, what do we do?
He just carries England.
Carries us. Even that hat-trick.
He's had an amazing tournament, hasn't he? He's been absolutely brilliant. He's just unreal. What a player. What a player.
This was how much it meant to England's players to have reached the semi-finals for only the 4th ever time.
It made life very, very difficult for us in the way we played, how we played. Sloppy, a lot of technical mistakes, not fast enough, not repetitive enough. We were lucky today.
Maybe he doesn't know what it's like to play in those kind of conditions. We've tried to create a positive environment. We should continue that going into the Final Four. I can't speak highly enough for the lads. You're not going to win every game popping the ball and making 1,000 passes. Sometimes you have to win dirty, and we've done that again tonight.
In the hottest, most humid conditions England had encountered here, they fell behind when Andreas Schelderup's cross-come shot deceived Jordan Pickford.
Goodness me, what a goal!
But just as he's done before in this tournament, Jude Bellingham came to England's rescue.
England's every man, every game!
England were level, despite suggestions the ball may have struck an overhead camera cable in the build-up. FIFA later claimed the ball sensors had not detected any touch, but Norway said the goal should not have stood. They then thought they'd regained the lead.
Nobody could get onto it. Pickford's kept it out, but the follow-up's in.
But the VAR ruled the goal out for Erling Haaland's shove on Elliot Anderson.
I think it's the general England reaction to that.
Even Haaland had no response. Norway's star striker eventually replaced. England through to Wednesday's semi-final in Atlanta.
Despite going the goals out, despite the heat, England yet again managed to find a way, drawing upon the depth of their squad and relying again on Jude Bellingham, a man who seems made for this World Cup. And now they're just one win away from the final itself. Dan Lowen, BBC News in Miami.
Well, England fans have been dancing in the streets and pubs. Sam Harrison reports on the partying here and the heartbreak for Norway supporters.
More moments to remember as England go marching on. The streets of London, a sea of red and white into the early hours.
Bellingham's top, Kane's top, everyone's top, Jed Spence, everyone.
It wasn't always plain sailing though. These were the scenes in Oslo after Norway broke the deadlock. Back home, England fans demanded a saviour, and in Birmingham, homeboy Bellingham's goal was a belter.
What an absolute genius that bloke is. We're all absolutely buzzing.
Into extra time, it was tight, edgy, but soon that boy Bellingham popped up again to secure England another massive win.
What did I tell ya? Jude Bellingham, what did I tell ya?
He was amazing. I'm so proud. So proud. Argentina, let's go. Back to the final.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. Amazing. He absolutely smashed it, mate.
For England fans, excitement is well and truly through the roof. Up next, a generational World Cup semi-final against Argentina. Sam Harrison, BBC News.
And not too long to wait. England's semi-final match against Argentina will be live on BBC One, iPlayer and online on Wednesday. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. Now, police investigating the alleged murder of Anne Widdecombe are continuing to hold a 28-year-old white British man in custody. He was arrested last night in Rotherham, South Yorkshire. Officers say that at this stage there is nothing to suggest that the death of the former minister and Reform UK spokesperson was politically motivated. Devon and Cornwall police gave a statement this morning.
At this point, there is still no information to suggest that this is a terrorism-related incident, and at this point we are not looking for anyone else in connection with this murder. We retain primacy of this investigation, and detectives remain open-minded about the potential motive. At this stage, there is nothing to suggest that it was politically motivated. A cordon is still in place as officers continue inquiries at the scene, and we anticipate that this will be the case for the next few days. The local community can also expect to see a heightened police presence in the coming weeks to provide reassurance to them. However, I wish to reassure you that we do not have any information to suggest that there is any wider threat to the public at this time.
Well, our correspondent Jenny Kumar is at police headquarters in Exeter. Jenny, what more can you tell us?
Well, people continue to process their grief and horror around this shocking case. Now, this is the second arrest. A 28-year-old man detained in Rotherham, some 260 miles away from Anne Widdecombe's home. A 26-year-old white British man from the local area was detained on Friday. He was quickly released, and police said yesterday morning that he was no longer part of the investigation. Now, a huge police presence continues in the remote Devon village where Anne Widdecombe lived for some 20 years. As you heard, police say that there's nothing to suggest at this stage that this crime was politically motivated or terror-related, but they're keeping an open mind.
Jenny Kumar in Exeter, thanks very much. Now, Iran says it has hit American military targets in Kuwait, Jordan and Qatar in response to a series of assaults by the US. Washington said its action was prompted by Iranian attacks on shipping. Tehran says the Strait of Hormuz is still closed, but US Central Command insists commercial vessels can use the waterway. Officials say the wildfire that killed at least 12 people in southern Spain has been brought under control. Hundreds of residents in Almeria province have been allowed to return to their homes. It's still not certain how many people are missing. Yesterday, officials said a British couple visiting the region were found in a ravine, semi-conscious and badly burned. The US Republican Senator Lindsey Graham has died following a brief and sudden illness at the age of 71. President Trump called him a true American patriot. Lindsey Graham, who had become a staunch ally of President Trump, was in Ukraine on Friday discussing with Volodymyr Zelensky how to increase pressure on Russia. President Zelensky said he was deeply saddened by the news, describing Senator Graham as a true defender of freedom. Well, that is all from the Lunchtime team. A very good afternoon to you. Bye-bye.